This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the opening ceremonies reception at the AACA Museum of Micro and Mini Cars exhibit. And we're going to take a quick walk about a few of the interesting cars. This is a 1955 Messerschmitt KR200. It's powered by a Sachs 101cc engine. It's 3 wheels. Powered through the rear, and the whole top hinges, as you see to the right, to accommodate its occupants. Post-war Germany was a total disaster trying to rebuild, and either they had very, very high-end cars, such as still BMW and Mercedes, but in order to survive, a lot of companies switched to microcars, which was quite common in post-war Europe. You can see how tight that seating is. That's the back seat. Glove box. Notice the steering. It's handlebar steering controlling the front wheels, of course. Very simple. We're going to take a walk back. This one has the bubble top. Really pretty cool. It's capable of doing a little bit over 60 miles an hour and returned about 80 some odd miles per gallon. Can you imagine seeing this thing coming down the road? Just absolutely mind-boggling. This was post-war Europe and post-war Germany, where things were coming out which are just unusual. When you come to see this exhibit, you'll see a lot of examples of cars like this. I'm going to zoom in on the motor, so bear with me a few minutes. Let's see what we can see here. You can see the muffler. You can see the way how it's a single swing arm. Underneath, there's the motor transmission coming back from the motor. And now I have to get up gracefully. This is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com at the AACA Museum in Hershey, Pennsylvania, at their opening of their new exhibit of micro and mini cars. Make sure that you put this on your calendar to see all sorts of cool cars like this. This is, and of course, check NortheastWheelsEvents.com in the north, SoutheastWheelsEvents.com in the south, and UKWheelsEvents.com over in UK, and now GlobalWheelsEvents.com for all over.
We were wondering where the heat was. I probably shouldn't do that.
Now with the bubble top though, that's highly unusual. Usually it's solid top.
No, that's normal. I mean, they're usually clear. Blue is a little strange.
Oh, okay.
The 201 is a full convertible.
Ah.
Do you want to picture me or no?
No, I'm getting you right now in the video.
Oh, your video.
Yeah. Oh, I'm good with this stuff. I sneak in because there's some good stuff. I want to get you opening the door.
The dome is normal. That's a dome top.
Uh-huh.
Then they have, which is just this, when the dome top goes bad, they
right.
make a convertible kit, but this frame stays.
Oh, okay.
But the 201 is a true convertible where everything is gone except for a small windshield.
Uh-huh. How many of those 201s were built?
Not a lot of 201s. There's the one you want, other than a tire, which is a four-wheel. Then you could retire. But
well,
and
that's
they made them in a dome or a convertible also.
Or a convertible. Now, you were saying single-cylinder Sachs?
It's a one-cylinder Sachs two-stroke.
Very good. And of course, in the rear with the swing axle.
It's a swing arm like a motorcycle.
Swing arm. Yeah.
Chain drive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a four-speed ratchet shift, like a motorcycle.
Oh, interesting.
You have 4 speeds in forward and 4 speeds in reverse.
Oh, geez. Now, how do you control the...
A two-stroke spins either way.
Right.
Back up, you shut the engine off and start it backwards.
How do you start it backwards?
You turn the key the other way. You shut the engine off.
Yeah.
Wait for the engine to stop.
Right.
Turn the key the other way, and the engine starts backwards. You got 4 speeds in reverse.
Oh, jeez.
So to back up, it takes forever to get into a tight parking space.
Oh my gosh.
There's 2 lights on the dash. 1 light means you're going forward, 2 lights means you're going reverse.
Oh jeez.
And it's 25 to 1 oil. It's there's no mosquitoes around. It leaves a smoke screen.
Uh-huh.
You go up a hill, people back off.
Oh gosh. Well, that is
Third light mean?
dead meat.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. The museum in Madison, Georgia, always advertised their rally and their we used to all get together. And at the very end of the brochure was mosquito control by Sachs.
Oh, perfect. Well, my father had the old Saab with the 3-cylinder,
Okay.
2-cycle.
Okay.
So we know it quite well.
Yeah,
quite
25
well.
to 1. That's 5.5 ounces of oil per gallon.
Oh,
and it takes 40 weight. It was hard to find it.
Really?
I found 40 weight oil. It's a heavy oil. And believe me, you push it up. You only start them in the garage once. You push them outside and start them
Oh,
after that.
couldn't even imagine that
you
one.
fill the garage with smoke.
Jeez. Now, shifting. Is it a pedal or a shaft?
No, it's a
stick?
lever on this coming out of the side.
Okay.
You have a regular clutch brake and gas pedal.
Right. Okay.
And you just go, it's like a motorcycle. You go to first, then neutral's between first and second. You go
Yep.
to first, then you ratchet second, third, and fourth.
Now, is this a motorcycle transmission, actually?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, Sachs used to make scooters.
Yes. Yes.
But it's a ratchet shift. To go from fourth to first, you have to go all the way back through the gears.
Right.
And then for neutral, you go to first, pull a little lever on the handle, and just shake it a little bit back and forth, and that puts it in neutral between first and second gear like a motorcycle.
This is amazing. Now, how did you come across this Messerschmitt?
A friend of mine got me into this disease,
Uh-huh.
and he took me for a ride in one, and that was the last I remember I had to own one. 3 weeks later, I owned one.
Jeez.
And
Now,
then I wanted a Messerschmitt, and he has, 5 of them. And I sold my Henkel, and he decided that he was selling 1 or 2, so I bought this off him.
uh-huh.
And between the Isetta and the Goga-mobiles, my wife says they're a disease.
Yes.
And
Well,
they are.
you come from a lot of heavy horsepower, too.
Yes, we have a ball.
Yeah.
We go to rallies every year,
Uh-huh.
and it's just a family affair. My wife, my son, his wife, my daughter, the grandkids, we all go together.
Oh.
It's all, we do cruise nights and car shows, and these cars are drivers. They're out all the time. They break a lot because you drive them a lot.
Mm-hmm. But that's what they're meant for.
It's not if, it's when they break down.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sounds quite British. So,
Well, it's German.
yeah. Well, this was back, the impetus with the microcar in Germany was very, very interesting after the war. Because, of course, nothing was available.
See the gear shift on the side? That little lever,
Oh,
that
yes.
little lever you pull was what puts it in neutral. And then right next to the key switch are the 2 lights.
Let's see, a key switch.
One light is forward. If both lights come on, it's reverse. And it's got an airplane tiller. It's a style steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
William Messerschmitt and Frank Flitz, I believe is how you pronounce it, got together to build this. That's why it looks like an airplane.
And what is the lever on the extreme left? Is that the reserve tank?
I don't know. What lever?
There's a switch or a lever on the extreme left of the dash.
Oh, that's the headlights. No, that's the turn signals.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yes.
There's no battery in it.
Yeah.
I took the battery out. That's the turn signals. Then the choke is up high. There's a parking brake, and that little light in the middle, that's the brake light, and then the parking lights, of course.
I see you have it registered as motorcycle. Well, yeah,
It is
three-wheeler.
3 wheels.
Yeah, yeah.
And that tag is registered to it. That 55 tag, it's legal in Pennsylvania now.
Very good. Very good. What is it like driving?
Oh, like a controlled crash. It's just all over the road. It rides horrible. It bounces. You after a ride you stink from the 2-stroke oil. It's just nothing but fun.
Sounds great.
It's nothing but fun. Passenger sits behind you, and there's no room for nothing. So my wife has to hold coolers and/or chairs and/or whatnot when we go places. And it's a controlled crash. It's just you get this thing. I've had this thing up to 55 miles an hour, and it's horrible.
Downhill?
On a level, gassing on it on a long straightaway. Hold on.
Now 0 to 50 is
In about 2
time.
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Timed with the calendar.
Yes, 2 weeks. And once you get it rolling, it's and then with the one wheel in the back, there's always that crown in the road. So no matter where you go, you're all over the road. You can't get it smooth. It is just so much fun. It's unbelievable.
I know you showed me the video of the maiden voyage.
Yes, it's just I call it a control crash.
That is just watching these things. It's like a Hoover vacuum cleaner driving down the road.
Yes,
it's so unusual because that very, very wide front end.
The canopy opens.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can open with the wall. And then usually this is up. Driver gets in, sits down, then the passenger gets in.
Jeez.
Then the driver to get out, the passenger has to get out first.
Oh my gosh.
Because your feet are up inside there.
Right. Oh, that's right.
And the windows, I don't have them with me. There's just 2 little plastic sliding windows. I left them. I didn't bring them.
Whew. This is absolutely mind-boggling seeing these girls.
8-inch tires.
Oh, jeez. Now, shock absorbers, does it have?
If that's what you want to call them.
Okay. What are they, rubber bands or friction?
They're not. They don't work very well.
Okay.
It's solid rubber. There's one shock in the back, and then the suspensions.
Yeah. Oh. That is just the experiences you must have with this girl is just
so
crazy.
The biggest problem you have is people running you over, looking at you, they run you off the road.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they're driving and they go like this, the tendency is always to go that way. I've been up on sidewalks with the cars.
Oh, jeez.
Because they're running you off the road, trying to look at you and take pictures of you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm sure the iPhones were out constantly with that.
The Restoration Magazine did an article on me and the AACA.
Uh-huh.
And I was on the expressway going to a place to take pictures, and he was behind me, and he already interviewed me and told me. I told him about it.
Uh-huh.
And a guy put me right on his shoulder doing it. When we got there, he was laughing so hard. He says, it's not that I didn't believe you, but I actually saw it.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that here's a guy has interviews with, I'm sure, the most magnificent automobiles.
He loves the AACA. He wants to do an article on this now, too.
Don't blame him.
Restoration Magazine.
Because this whole thing is this microcar concept, especially out of Europe. It was just it's unique.
They had no steel. They had no gas. They had no money.
Mm-hmm.
This was considered a motorcycle, so something about the taxes were cheaper on it.
Yes.
And the MOT they called it and such.
Mm-hmm.
And even the ISETA, even though they made a three-wheel and a four-wheel, even the four-wheel though was just cheaper to operate and to run. One cylinder.
The AACA three-wheeler is the Italian.
That's the British. No, British. They didn't import them.
Okay.
A friend of mine has one, unless someone sent them over themselves. My friend Carl has a three-wheeler set.
Okay, I didn't realize that the Brits had the AACA also.
Yes, the BMW made a three-wheeler.
Huh.
I don't know if Velam or ISO did. I'm not sure on that.
Because I remember those as being three-wheeler. All the BMWs were four.
Same with the BMW. They made a three-wheel.
They did.
And the same with the Henkel. There was a three and a four-wheel. My Henkel was a three-wheel.
Pretty cool. Now you also have the Google Mobile.
I have a Google Mobile sedan, a 65. I get too many to program.
Of course.
And I sold my 57 coupe.
Ah, that is great.
And it's just we're called Micronauts.
Yes, yes.
And they're just so much fun. The Google Mobile's a two-cylinder, two-stroke. The same thing. You can't breathe around it, and that's a four-speed.
That is something else. Paul, I really appreciate the interview and the time.
Thank you. I appreciate talking to you.
So this is Pam from NortheastWheelsEvents.com. For more interviews and more information on the microcars exhibit, come on down to the AACA Museum in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Come see the microcars, Christmas decorations, and of course other great cars. Make sure you check out SoutheastWheelsEvents.com and UKWheelsEvents.com and now GlobalWheelsEvents.com. You want to say anything?
Thank you. I've had a ball with it.
Cool. Thank you.